Welcome to the next episode of The American Dream. We're still not going in studio yet, still got the quarantine, but I wanted to throw on a sport coat with you here today as we launch this show where we go all across the country, not a reality show, but a real show, highlighting what makes this country great. And this is a great country. And I have to address this. Unfortunately, we're an imperfect country. And recently, it's been exposed again that there's a strain of racism that exists in our country that is not okay. And that strain causes everyone in the African American community to not have the fair shot, to have the equality that they deserve. The American dream it's founded upon dreaming. Everybody has a right to dream, no matter what your color, gender, ethnicity, sexual orientation, does not matter. Everybody has a right to dream. So as we produce this show, we want to let you know, we hear you loud and clear. We stand behind you. We stand behind Black Lives Matter. Of course, all lives matter, but right now, it's the African American community that deserves our attention. So we want to let you know we stand behind you as a show and as a company that produces the show that's not owned by a network, that's not the negative news cycle. We're an entrepreneurial model comprised of people of all race, gender, and age. And we want to come together with you. We love you, we support you. We want to see this world a better place and more equal and just for you. That's what we stand for. With that being said, let's get into a positive show today where we highlight Houston and Seattle and Connecticut and show you some things that really do make this country great. Some positive media for a change. So if you're cool with that, I'd love to get the show started right now.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain of the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about this show? It's totally unscripted. So with our show, The American Dream, we take this thing all across the country, showing you cool neighborhoods and stories and lifestyles and social scenes, coast to coast. But as you know, when we talk about things like real estate, all housing markets are local. So before we get into some of the segments that we really love that we've picked from all across the country, let's start by seeing what's happening in your own backyard. Let's go check it out.
So here we are, Central Texas Harley Davidson, about to kick off this month's episode, May Motorcycle Safety and Awareness Month. We're starting off where so many great rides start off here at basically our hometown dealership. Lots of good friends, lots of good word. Let's go inside and check it out. All right, we're here. It's May, Motorcycle Safety and Awareness Month. And I figured that before we head out on the road for a ride, we'd pop in, hang out with Rick Van Fleet here, sales manager at Central Texas Harley Davidson, and just talk a little safety, man. Let's talk a little safety. Share with the people your top safety tip. What's most important?
So most important here at Central Texas Harley Davidson, and really in the community itself, is getting out there and getting a course, learning how to ride properly, whether you've ridden for years and you want to take an experienced rider's course, or you're a brand new rider and you need to take the beginner's class. That class is going to help you, one, in your riding ability, two, being out there on the road, knowing where to position yourself so that you're safe and cars can see you. Three, for someone like myself that rode for 20 years and developed a lot of bad habits, it helps you get rid of those habits.
So you're saying, wait a second, you're saying you rode for a long time before you even took that course.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the course opened your eyes a bit.
Yeah, it really did. I realized that I was doing things that, you know, the way I brake, the way I turn, it just, it was all wrong.
So that's kind of like my experience even with so I've taken the riding course from Harley Davidson, and you know, I took it before I started riding, but going through the riding course, it changed the way that I even drive a car. Like, it's very, very eye-opening, awesome experience.
Absolutely.
It's certainly been
No, and what it really does too is it allows you to see what kind of rider you are. so that when you're out there and you want to select the right motorcycle, you come in the dealership, you know what you're looking to do, you know what kind of riding you're going to do, and it helps you pick the right bike so that you're out there not only enjoying the motorcycle, but you're riding on the right bike and you're safe and having fun doing it.
So that would be safety tip number 2, right?
Absolutely.
Find the right bike for the right person and the right purpose.
That's right.
That's a beautiful thing, man. Thank you so much for your time and sharing your safety tips. You know, being a part of the motorcycle community here in Central Texas has been such a blessing to me. I've picked up so many safety tips from my friends at the Central Texas Harley Owners Group, a bunch of friends, fellow riders, enthusiasts. We get together, we ride, we have fun, but we're all about the safety too.
Absolutely.
So definitely an awesome experience. I encourage you guys as riders, maybe new to the riding community, or if you're seasoned, get out there and share some of them safety tips. Get your learn on.
That's right.
Good
Thanks for
times,
having me,
brother.
Mack.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
So this is exactly where we want to be. Leaving the dealership in Round Rock, heading to Cedar Park, going to be checking out Lime Creek Road. Now, Lime Creek Road starts in Cedar Park and winds down to Valente, following Lake Travis. Awesome hill country views, and you got to see the water from here. It's absolutely gorgeous. All right, so thank you so much for coming along from the ride. I hope you enjoyed the beautiful views. May motorcycle safety and awareness, we got a little bit of safety, and I want to make sure, it's my passion, that folks are aware of how awesome riding a motorcycle can be. Got a little glimpse of that today. As always, stay safe, stay tuned in. We'll catch you next time on the American Dream TV.
Fabbio here in Austin, Texas. I have a really, really amazing listing to show you, and even more importantly, a special person to introduce. Her name is Michelle Taylor. She's the CEO and founder of the Zella Company, and this happens to be her home, magically curated. I can't stop looking around every time I come in here. These doors, as one example, came from Michael Jackson's house. It was up for auction. So let's go meet her and see her beautiful home. Hi.
So good to see you.
Good to see you.
Great
She's one of our
having you.
fab favorites. So awesome. I love your style. So tell us about your past, what brought you here, your future.
Well, I am a fool for design, have been ever since I was a little girl. This home is the first that I've done on my own with all of my own things, and so I took an opportunity to really dive into my interior design prowess, bringing together some really interesting pieces. This fireplace, for instance, when we first moved in, this was a black granite, kind of dated fireplace situation, and I wanted to bring in some warmth. So I thought, why don't we just grab some reclaimed wood? And of course, everybody said, wood burns. So, do you really want to put it on a fireplace? We found the solution for that. So that's just one of the ideas that we like to.
What's the energy? What we've talked about it before, the yin and the yang. You got to mix the good girls, the bad girls kind of thing.
Yep.
It's just eclectic. It's, you know, somebody tells you don't do it. It's like, let's do it.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'm not one of those textbook interior designers when it comes to doing something in a traditional way. I really look at pieces. I look at people. I, look inside and outside of families, how they grow, how we were going to be a family in this home. So this is the hub of it. You'll see in our kitchen, my favorite piece in this room, I think, is probably my light fixtures. So we pulled the ceiling up, and then I found these, and I thought Game of Thrones. These are my Game of Thrones light fixtures.
It's such a white and pristine kitchen, and it's like, Game of Thrones!
Right. We have some of my other favorite artists that I collect around the house. I have quite an infatuation for firearms and all things kind of safety related. I look at them for that reason. This one is a really great example of how I perceive the firearm
These aren't real.
and beauty metaphor. This is porcelain.
Yeah, I love it. There are a lot more of,
Lots of these around.
yeah, and they're just beautiful art pieces. You walk into a room.
Yes.
It's an empty, just a blank canvas for you.
Yes.
And what inspires you? Like, how do you even get started? Like, this room, as an example, has so many stories in it.
It does, it does. I really start from what I want to take away, how I want to feel in a room, or how I want the client to feel in the room. So for this room, I loved the black and white palette that was already here. This beautiful marble fireplace on the other side over there. I wanted to not replace that marble, but pull out the lusciousness of it. And so I decided to use that as my focal point, looking at the lines and the edges, and then trying to mimic that in different areas of the rooms. And then I really wanted to bring in the ability to appreciate the height of the room with these images that are coincidentally from this incredible artist that spent years in Tibet just taking these photos impromptu.
You've done an impeccable job.
Thank you.
And there's so much. We could be here all day long, and I want to be, and we're going to see more of Michelle.
Yay!
She's, for sure, fab favorites. This beautiful home, for those who are looking for what I think is one of the most amazing homes in Austin, truly, it's 2916 Waterbank Cove. It's in an exemplary school district of Eanes. It's on almost 3 acres, hard to find, privacy, views, pool, sport court, sand volleyball court, wine cellar, gated. It's got a gym, and it's also got, very important, a full apartment that's separate. I can't imagine a more beautiful place to call home. You've made it a beautiful home.
Thank you. Very excited to have the right person come in here and love it up just as much as we did.
All right, well,
Thank
thanks,
you.
y'all. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
All right, good afternoon. We're at 8004 Two Coves. We're on the west side of Austin, one of the highest elevations in Travis County. We're 5 minutes from Lake Austin, 20 minutes from Lake Travis, 30 minutes from downtown. What you have on this property, security and privacy. What we have here is a 10,000-pound metal gate. Opens up to this paradise, just short of 4.9 million. It's located on 3.88 acres. Big pie-shaped lot, terraced, and just loaded with amenities that we're getting ready to show you. Talk about a good place to party and entertain. We're in a 360 square foot gazebo. There's 2 of them on the property. It's all concrete roof. And from here, we're gonna go down and take a look at the wine room man cave underneath this gazebo. This is a 20 by 20 man cave wine room. Temperature down here stays about 65 degrees. We've got a great table. You could have entertainment, have a fine meal with your friends. What about a backyard oasis? Again, this is about privacy, seclusion. We've got a great pool area up here. Again, there's views. Down below here, we've got a 2-bedroom cabana with a full bath exercise room. Behind us is the second gazebo, and below it is a 2-bedroom guest suite. And again, views, views, views. Again, from one of the highest spots in Travis County. This house is so loaded with features, it's hard to list them. High ceilings, concrete walls, there's 13, 14 sets of double French doors. This total property has about 5,600 square feet. You can count 6 to 7 bedrooms, 5 or 6 baths. We've got a master suite down with a guest suite or a study. Here we are standing in a family room. This home and property is dramatically detailed and well maintained. Everything you would expect on a $5 million house. Outstanding light fixtures, furnishings, by the way, which is all new and conveys with the property. Okay, we're gonna go from here to the master suite. All right, we're in what's the downstairs master suite. Up above there's one that's identical to this. So you got 2 huge master suites with a lot of indirect light, huge closets, master baths that you would expect to go with this type of suite. Each floor has a guest suite. One of them can be used as a study. And then they all capture this magnificent view, unobstructed. Here's what we've been saving, the best for the last. This is a legitimate helipad. This roof is 1,600 square feet. It's supported by concrete. If a helicopter's not your gig, glass this room in, roof it off, and have one heck of a party room, exercise room, or whatever you can think of. As you can see, we've got a 360-degree view. The sunsets and the sunrises up here are just phenomenal. There's nothing like it. So if you want more information on this property, call this number or email me, and I'd be happy to provide you all the detail that we didn't even touch on today because there's just so much to talk about.
So now that we've shown you some things happening in your own backyard, we're going to handpick what we think are some cool segments from all across the country, with the first one being Seattle. Now, if you've never been to Seattle, maybe you're like me and you thought rainy and gloomy and not a place that you want to spend much time. Well, then I visited Seattle to launch our show. It is one of the most beautiful cities in the country. It's green, you got water views, mountain views, and just a fun town. So today we're going to show you a little bit of Seattle. Hope you enjoy.
It's magic. Your touch is good as gold. Cards too good to fold. Trying to know how you do it. Showing up and showing out. Nothing can keep you down. Tell them what you're all about.
Hi, I'm Ashley Scrupps with Scrupps Estates, and today I have a surprise for you. Check out this latest listing.
Let's get inside. Count me and I'll be there. Wherever you go, I just thought that you should know. I got this craving for something so amazing. And so I just thought that you should know.
Obviously, this house speaks for itself, but how do you paint the picture for the right buyer? Buying a home is likely someone's biggest investment in their lifetime, and buyers are expecting more than just photos when making this decision. The key to real estate marketing is motivating the buyer to visit your property. So how do you as the seller do this? How could a buyer imagine hosting in this kitchen with just a still shot? Or how would they imagine waking up to this? Now you can see why hiring the right agent to market your home is important. Let me give you an analogy. We have a car for sale. You have the option of putting it in your neighborhood and having a few dozen people see it, or you can put that same car on a busy highway and get more eyes on it. Which do you think will sell faster? The same is true with selling your home. Reaching people where they're spending their time is going to be the key to selling your home faster and netting you more. So next time time you're in the market to sell your home, consider the team that you hire. Make sure you hire a professional that understands digital marketing to make sure you can sell your home for top dollar. I'm Ashley Scrupps, and I partner with Dan Keller with Cross Country Mortgage, and together Dan and I deliver digital marketing like none other. Thanks, American Dream, for having me on this TV show, and I will see you next time.
Hey, okay, so you just saw that property in Seattle. Hope you enjoyed it. Great property, great town. Now we're going to go south. We're going to Texas, Houston. Houston is great for nightlife, social scene, great food. And we're going to be visiting with Jen Tran, who's a super reputable realtor. Remember when I first met Jen, she's got such great energy about her. And that translates really well to this segment where we have a property that in itself has great energy, very zen. Let's go check out this property in Houston, Texas.
Hello, this is Jen Tran with the American Dreams here in Houston, Texas. Today we're in Memorial. It's a great neighborhood just outside the Loop. And this is the neighborhood you can find doctors, athletes. It's really the neighborhood to live in if you're in Houston. Today I'm going to show you this magnificent house, and my friend Lily Jang is going to take us on a tour. Let's go in and take a look. Hey, Lily. Oh.
It is
You're meditating.
so hard to be stressed out if you have this in your courtyard.
Yeah.
What do you think of this, Jen?
Oh my gosh, I love this. I can't believe this. I especially love that statue right there.
This is such an urban oasis, and that Buddha was cut from a single piece of lava stone flown in from Bali.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that is like, you can't find that anywhere else in Houston. It is one of those places where you can just sit out here and find your inner peace. We need that right now, don't we?
Oh, definitely. Okay, well, let's go inside.
Let's go inside. So welcome inside this serene masterpiece. What's amazing about this house is that it was designed by the architectural firm from MEGGAN, who's this world-renowned designer. Okay. So this is the great room here. This is one of two great rooms, and it could be a formal dining, but they made it a formal living room. Every piece of furniture was made specifically for the space, and it's stunning. Do not ask me the price of the furniture because it's outrageous.
Is it for sale?
It's for sale with the house.
Awesome, yes. So you can have this.
Yeah, you can have this. And then there's this art wall here that was also designed by MEGGAN. No other house is gonna have this in it. I mean, it was so beautifully done. And this is where I would serve you hors d'oeuvres and champagne if we had it. I know, this is a great place to entertain, isn't it?
Yeah, and you can, host dinner parties or
fundraisers.
Exactly.
This is the kind of house that would be one of those, it's such an open concept.
It is.
That this is where you would entertain.
Terrific, yes.
Let's flow from the entertainment area to the kitchen, which is like the heart of every home, right? Caesar stone, Sile stone, they thought of everything in this house.
Love the big sink.
Cantoni cabinets, but not just Cantoni cabinets. You have electric upper servo drives, so everything has been done for you.
Perfect for us short people.
Yeah. So coming through the kitchen, you've got your no-show fridge.
So that's the fridge.
All of the cabinets are soft close, of course. They call this the great room, but I think it's like the grand room because ultra high ceilings.
Yes.
Everything is an art piece in here.
I love these lights right here.
And then the focal point of the fireplace goes all the way to the ceiling. And so this is where you gather with your friends and family. And if you want to bring the outside indoors, I got to show you this. Talk about indoor-outdoor flow.
Amazing. When are we going to host a party here? We need a party.
Yeah.
I know. This is amazing.
This is such a zen space just off the master bedroom.
We have to wake up?
I know. If you want to meditate, you want to read before bed, this is where you come, in the sitting room. Okay, so let me show you the master and then the master bath.
Okay.
pendant lighting, Cantoni floating cabinets in the master as well. The tile work that goes all the way up to the ceiling is beautiful, beautiful. And then let's show you his master closet. So if you're a shopper, you're gonna love this. Check out this closet. It was done by Cutting Edge Closets. Come inside. And hello!
Hi!
This is where you find your friends. Yes, it's large enough.
Oh my goodness.
It's an L-shaped closet with 2 entrances, a lot of built-ins. Is this enough for you?
I think so. I'll give it a try.
This is pretty spacious.
Lily, thank you so much for showing us this extraordinary home. I just love this. I mean, all the artwork, everything in here is magnificent.
Thank you. It's a masterpiece, isn't it?
It sure is. So if you would like to find more about this home, all the artwork in here, please follow us on Instagram or Facebook at Jen Fine Homes or The Lily Jang.
From viewing properties and stuff going on in your own backyard to bouncing around from Seattle to Houston, we're shooting up to Connecticut. Now, this is a beautiful part of the world. I remember when I first went to Connecticut, I met our partner Jay Talisano up there, who's a true expert when it comes to financing the American dream, and this gal, Megan Douglas. Now, Megan is going to show you a renovation project. Everybody's infatuated with the fix and flips. She's going to actually show you a property that is of renovation, of fixing and flipping and all that stuff we're always so curious about up there in a beautiful part of the world in Connecticut. Let's go check it out.
We are coming to you today from sunny Connecticut at Pinnacle Group's latest listing, 33 Point Road in gorgeous Wilson Point Association. I am so excited to share this listing with you today, not only because the homeowners are dear friends of mine, but also because they got to use our Compass Concierge program. And we got to watch the transformation that they went through on this mid-century modern to what we're about to unveil. From the peaceful setting to the gorgeous views, you are going to want to snap this up before I do. When you first approach, a sweeping drive meanders up to a small hilltop as you take in everything that the property owner, Woody Aldrin of Round Meadow Landscapes, has created in this true labor of love. Planting 2,000 daffodils, taking out invasive species and replanting with natives like river birch, his team also worked with the natural rock outcroppings to give you the experience of coming back to nature and finding peace when you are here. Outdoor living space on 2 separate patios, one overlooking the Long Island Sound and the other tucked away adjacent to part of the 1.5-acre yard, makes for easy indoor-outdoor living. The bright entry leads into a dramatic open living space with vaulted ceilings throughout. A modern kitchen features custom flat panel contemporary cabinetry, high-end stainless steel appliances, and a breakfast nook. 3 distinct wings branch off the central living space, including a cozy den or guest room with full bath and doors leading to the big backyard, living room with original wood-paneled fireplace and expansive floor-to-ceiling wall of windows that connect the interior and exterior worlds, and a master suite. The ground level floor affords 2 bedrooms, a full bath, and large laundry and mudroom space. And the bonus surprise? With a completely separate entrance above the 2-car garage, you'll find a versatile suite that can be easily used as a home office space or an in-law or au pair space. As I mentioned earlier, one of the coolest things about this listing experience has been the Compass Concierge transformation. The before and afters still blow me away when I look at them. The Compass Concierge program is designed to help prepare a home for the market. From deep cleaning to cosmetic improvements, we work together to assess opportunities to elevate the property value. We front the costs associated with the improvement work and collect a fee at the property closing, so our clients get to reap the benefits of the renovation in their sale proceeds without the worry of how to front the costs. It's simple and easy, and I think that's why it's been so successful. Now that you've seen the spectacular renovation of 33 Point Road, let's check out the Wilson Point Association. I think my favorite element of this exclusive neighborhood is its simplicity and rich history. It's definitely not your average gated community. In just under an hour commute from New York City and a few minutes from the center of the village of Rowayton, Wilson Point Association is tucked away on about 150 acres, with 24-hour surveillance and unparalleled waterfront. This location has been a respite for city dwellers for many years, with some structures dating back to the 1700s. The beauty of this neighborhood is in its character. You will find antique cottages, stately colonials, and contemporary homes that any artist would easily draw inspiration from. Wilson Point is also home to Norwalk Yacht Club that has a long history of excellent sailing programs for young and old, clubhouse, mooring field, and launch service. Thanks for spending the day with us today in Wilson Point. If you'd like a private tour of this property and to check out this neighborhood, give us a call. We look forward to sharing it with you.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of The American Dream. This is a show that is a real show, not a reality show. And we've always said it's to combat negative media. But right now, there's something much deeper than that. I want to remind you, we live in the greatest country on the planet. There's a reason that millions of people went into it, not out of it. But we have our imperfections, and we have an illness right now, and that illness is racism. And unfortunately, we've had to see it too many times now, and it's created this ugly uprising in a very divided country. Look, from the American Dream, we want to let you know that everybody has a right to dream. The American Dream is about freedom. This is about anybody's ability, whether it's your gender, your color, your ethnicity, your sexual orientation, it doesn't matter. You have the freedom to dream, and you have the opportunity to get those dreams, and no man, nobody, no system should hold you back. So for all of you, our brothers and sisters of the African American community, we're sorry, we love you, we stand by you. Of course, all lives matter, but right now we understand that Black lives matter, and you deserve our attention. You got it from us on this show. Stay strong, we're with you, and let's make this world a better place. Cheers to your American Dream, no matter what color you are. We love you. Thank you.